realize, like, what is our definition of success as a species? Is it to have more iPhones? Is it to have better cameras? Like, probably not. I'd say the benchmark or the barometer for success or whatever would be the cohesion as one. How on the same team are you guys? Like, if you look at a football team, they all hate each other. They don't win. They keep losing. You're going to be like, yeah, guys, you've got a bad attitude. You all think you're the superhero, so no one wants to be a team player, and that's why you're losing all the time. And like, we keep wondering, why are people having babies? Why are people dying all the time? Why is everyone at conflict? No one's on the same team. Literally, no one's on the same team. And there's 8 billion of us. That's why Bitcoin has this very unique opportunity, in my opinion. If we think about what being on the same team really is, right? We think about things that unify us. No, so look at the Spanish language and Mandarin. They're the two most common spoken languages, or whatever, common first spoken languages. But that's not the language of Earth. The most common language of Earth is going to be the one that everyone most likely has access to. And in this case, it's the most common second language that we'd choose, and that's English. So English is the most common second language. Now, if we only did what the most common thing was, that means we'd all be speaking Mandarin, because Mandarin's the dominant, like, there's more people that speak Mandarin. But there's more people on Earth out of the 8 billion that speak English as a second language. So basically, their backup is always the most reliable thing. And so with language, we think about English, and with Bitcoin, Bitcoin will probably take the same path. Is it the biggest asset? No. Is it the most desirable asset? No. But will it be the most likely alternative asset? If you picked anyone on Earth at any given country, is it likely that that is their alternative asset of choice? Yes, that's very likely. And that becomes an accessibility thing. Everyone's going to use it because everyone's got access to it. And I think there's a lot of contrast there between these unifying elements and Bitcoin. And I know people talk about this, but it actually is. What happens when, Donald Trump owns Bitcoin and I own Bitcoin and I do something good with Bitcoin? He's happy. I'm happy. Forget whether you're the president or not. He's just another community member wanting his bags pumped or whatever. And that's great because I'm wanting the same thing. Now, if we zoom out and we think about that in corporate companies, oh, you're on a Bitcoin standard, we're on a Bitcoin standard. Okay, well, cool. We're both on Team Bitcoin. That's a start. Whether we hate each other on the surface layer, we both respect this game of Bitcoin. It's like two footy players or hockey players. They're on competing teams, but when it comes to representing their country, the game stands beyond their own rivalry, and I think that's what Bitcoin has a chance to do across the planet. So if I'm a new country or whatever, like I'm a country that's smaller than the US, and then I go, oh, we had a lot of friction with the US, and the US is basically prioritizing a strategic reserve to get them out of the $35 trillion in debt or more, which is a really big problem, by the way. 35 trillion of anything is a problem. Ants, termites, tic tacs, or dollars. Like, it's a big thing. And so, like, I think, like, if I'm a country and I'm holding Bitcoin and evangelizing it and doing a lot of work for it and all this stuff, then yeah, as a country that is, whether they're competing against me or not, it doesn't matter. They're going to be grateful and happy that I'm on the same team as them. So it's this kind of common language because money is so deep down the stack of our thoughts and decision making. When someone adds value to your money, it adds value in many other places to your life. Like if you get a $500,000 bonus at work or 50,000, whatever it is, that's going to add a lot of value to you because you wanted that money. In the same way, if Bitcoin's pumping because of certain things or whatever, everyone that's got Bitcoin is happy and on the same team. And so there is something to be said about that kind of unification that it has, or let's say diffusing or disarming competitors, whether it's retail level, corporate level, or nation state level. And you hear all this hippie stuff. Bitcoin has a chance to bring everyone together and unite the world and and enlightenment. It's true. Like things that we all value together collectively. We all value oxygen. No one's rushing to take oxygen off the planet. Like we all need it. In the same way, if Bitcoin does its job really well, Bitcoin will be the same thing where it's like, hey, whatever your differences is, between you and I, that's fine. We're both on a Bitcoin standard. We'll be able to figure it out. Like that, it transcends so much and it starts becoming a new battleground almost, where it's like you forget any rivalries you ever had in the fiat system because that was all, everyone was hypnotized. You weren't trying to fuck me. I wasn't trying to fuck you. I was just trying to pay the bills because it was a really shit system that kept going up by 20% every year. I'm sorry, I was just doing my job and everyone else is just doing their job and all that stuff. And it's like, I don't know, but I think Bitcoin's really punctured the minds of so many to be able to kind of just peek through the cracks and be like, wow, what would happen if we were all on a Bitcoin standard? And it doesn't have to be, it doesn't, even if Bitcoin didn't exist, it could be anything, monetary, language, or whatever. But we'll take Bitcoin because it's Bitcoin. Bitcoin's sort of like internet is our database, Bitcoin's our money. English is the language, internet's the database, and Bitcoin's the money.